You're playing a dangerous game dating Luis. Sadly, someone's going to be burned. I mean, you have Luis thinking it's possible for a Crane and a commoner to have a lasting relationship. This Hank fellow seems to think he has a chance with you, too. Meanwhile, poor Beth is living in limbo. Future on hold until you decide which of these suitors, if any, you want to keep around for a while.
You think I'm cavalier about other people's feelings, and I'm not.
Facts are facts. You hold these people's lives in the palm of your hand. You alone have the power to play them like pawns on a chessboard, but eventually they'll all reach checkmate, and the only one to emerge unscathed will be you.
That's not what I want.
It's inevitable. You'll go back to living the good life. But for Hank, Beth, and Luis, going back to their old lives will be difficult, if not impossible, for you'll have left nothing but a trail of heartache and misery in your wake. Is that what you want for these people? Or don't you care what happens to them as long as you have your fun?
Look, I don't want any bad blood between us, okay? You're my best friend.
Same here, buddy.
The thing is that I'm determined to be the guy who ends up with Sheridan, not you.
There you go, being cocky again. You know, did you ever think that maybe Sheridan might not want to go out with either of us?
Look, Luis, like I said, okay, Sheridan's been all over the world, and she's never found the right guy. Now she's home in Harmony, and she's dating the two of us, and she knows she can't do any better. Her only problem is which one of us to choose. Now, I may not have the money the Cranes do, okay? But I'm a Bennett, and my family goes farther back in Harmony than theirs does. I have the kind of bloodline that Julian and Alistair care about. Heck, I'd marry Sheridan right now if she were ready.
You've had 2 dates with Sheridan, Hank. Do you think you're jumping the gun a little?
No, I don't think so. And deep down, you know you want the same thing. Admit it, Luis. Sheridan's the woman you want to marry, too.
I really think Charity could be losing her mind, Dr. Russell. She's been having what she calls premonitions. First, she thought she saw Miguel dying. And then she thought she saw broken hearts in tea leaves. Oh, and she felt connected to a fish. I mean, something has to be seriously wrong with her, right?
Maybe, maybe not. I'll just have to talk to Charity and see.
Once your mom talks to Charity, she's gonna find out that she's a wacko. And then she'll ship her off to the nut house. Maybe she'll finally be out of me and Miguel's life for good.
Why is this happening to me, Miguel? When I touched this bird, it was like I felt the pain of a family close to me. Like all their lives are gonna be destroyed. Why is that, Miguel? Why now?
What family is she talking about? How will they be destroyed?
Stay tuned, Timmy. The truth is about to hit the fan. And not just one family is going to be blown apart. Charity doesn't know it yet because her psychic powers aren't fully developed, but several families in Harmony are on the fast track to annihilation. In fact, someone is coming right now who has no idea what horrors are in store for her. This perfect person's life could be shattered by the past she thinks is hidden forever. When will these poor mortals learn that their secrets are never safe? The truth always comes out eventually, as her secret will.
Thank God that bird was destroyed in the fire. Now no one will ever know my secret. If they did, I'd lose everything.
What is it about this bird that makes me think he could cause a family so much pain?
What the hell are you doing here?
Sam forgot his wallet. Can't buy tulips without money.
of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I know these feelings feel real to you.
It
but
started
maybe...
when I touched this bird, Miguel. And it's not just my imagination. It goes deeper than that.
I mean, you don't really think that this statue could destroy a whole family, do you?
Charity's right. The family will soon be destroyed. I feel it too. In fact, I feel it could happen any minute.
No need to get upset. Either you buy it for the shop or I'll sell it to someone else. Let me take it. I'll look around the shop while you decide.
Charity, Kay tells me that you've been upset. Is it the premonitions that Grace told me about?
She just had another one. She had a feeling that a family was headed for trouble.
It was more than just a feeling. I know that a family close to me is about to be destroyed. I don't know how or why, but I know it's gonna happen.
I told you something was wrong with Charity. Something terribly wrong.
Oh, excuse me. I'm Mrs. Bennett. Is it possible to get my husband's jacket pressed before dinner?
Of course, Mrs. Bennett.
Great. It's in the room. You gonna come with me?
Ivy, oh my God. Are you out of your mind?
Don't tell me you didn't enjoy that, Sam. Don't tell me you haven't missed my kiss.
I want to know what the hell you're doing here. You knew Grace and I were going on a romantic getaway. Did you follow us?
I told you I was going away. Maybe you followed me.
Oh, that is a bunch of bull, and you know it. I came here to spend some time alone with my wife. You're the last person I wanted to see here.
Is that why you had your eyes closed the entire time you were kissing me?
Look, it doesn't matter. You know, Grace and I are leaving.
Oh, you'd spoil what Grace is calling her second honeymoon because of me, Sam? Maybe my effect on you is more powerful than you think.
I love Grace, not you. And when are you going to get it through your head that what we had is over? It has been for years.
Because it's not over for me, Sam. I have never stopped loving you, and I know in your heart of hearts you still love me too. Don't lie to yourself, Sam. The kind of love we had, it doesn't just stop or fade over time. What we had, it's forever, Sam, forever.
No.
Now, I know you have feelings for Grace. She's a sweet woman, but you cannot be in love with her the way you were in love with me.
You're crazy. You're absolutely nuts.
No. Sam, think about it. Think about us. Think about how happy and in love we were. Think of all the things we shared and all the memories we made.
You want to know what I remember? I remember you leaving me to marry Julian.
I was young. And I made a mistake, and I have regretted it every single day of my life. And I know that I wounded your very heart, but I know that I can heal it, Sam. I know if you just let me, I can take all the pain away. I want us to be together, Sam, and I want us to be like we were. And I know you want that too.
I'm going back to my wife.
You can go back to Grace. Make love to Grace, knowing that I want you back.
Thanks for helping with the jacket.
Of course, Mrs. Bennett.
Grace, see you here. I want you out now.
You don't mean that.
Oh, the hell I don't. I want you just stay out of my life.
I'm not going anywhere, Sam. I am back in your life to stay.
I see you didn't get my tulips.
Yeah, I went down to...
Sam, you don't have to tell me what happened. I already know. You, forgot your wallet. Hard to buy tulips without money.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I mean, the only thing that's on my mind is being with you, my wife.
Well, I really don't need tulips, Sam.
Oh, even so, I think you deserve better.
What?
Well, I mean, I was looking around, and the lodge isn't as nice as the brochure made it seem to be. I think we should go someplace else.
Oh, no, I don't want to leave here. I like it. And besides, it's so romantic.
Tell me about it.
But...
No more talk about leaving. I like it here. And let's go get dressed for dinner.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's have dinner in the room in front of the fire instead of the restaurant. Then, I want to spend all night making love to you. The only woman I love.
No, Sam. Tonight is ours. And before it's over, you're going to be with me.
I think you've gone off the deep end, Hank. I've had one date with Sheridan. That's a far cry from marrying her.
But it's crossed your mind, right?
Okay, I like Sheridan. But just because I go out to dinner with a woman, that doesn't mean I'm gonna marry her.
Even so, you aren't a guy who dates a girl unless you think it could go somewhere. Casual dinners, one-night stands, and toying with a woman's affections just isn't your style, Luis. That's why Beth was your girlfriend all through high school. You're a serious, one-woman kind of guy. So for you to date a member of a family that you've hated for as long as I've known you, well, that tells me that you must really like Sheridan. And that maybe, just maybe, you even love her.
As I said, you hold these people's lives in your hands. It makes you more of a Crane than you could ever imagine.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Come now, Sheridan. Aren't you doing what Luis accuses all of us of doing? Trampling on people, ruining innocent lives to get what we want? What Father and I do for power and money, aren't you doing for love? And won't Luis hate you when this whole thing ends in disaster? Which, of course, it will. I know you, Sheridan, even better than you know yourself. Eventually, you'll get bored and move on to the next thing that amuses you.
Who are you to say I'll get bored, Julian? What if Luis is the man I've spent my life looking for? What if Luis is literally the man of my dreams? The tall, dark stranger that I've seen in my head 1,000 times? What if Luis is the right man for me and we end up spending the rest of our lives together?
All right, let's play a quick game of what if. What if you and Luis continue your relationship? Would the man of your dreams be the husband of a rich woman? The husband of a Crane, no less? If it can't work out, and in your heart you know it can't, then why lead Luis on? Why hurt him? Unless you just don't care.
You think that I'm in love with Sheridan?
Well, if you aren't, you're well on your way.
Hank, quit trying to mess with my head.
Okay, let's say you and Sheridan fell head over heels in love, okay? Could your relationship really go anywhere? I mean, hell, the Cranes already tried bribing you with FBI training just to keep you and Sheridan apart.
Only it didn't work. I'll make detective on my own.
Yeah? Then what? Sheridan's from a different world, Luis. You could have Sam's job, even be elected mayor, and her family still won't approve of you.
I don't care what her family thinks.
Well, maybe not. But what about Sheridan? Can you imagine being cut off from your family? Because that's what Sheridan's facing if you two get serious. Even as bad as you think the Cranes are, they're the only family Sheridan has. And it wouldn't be easy for her to be cut off from them. Or fair.
No, it wouldn't.
Look, I'm talking to you not as your competition, but as your best buddy and Sheridan's friend. And if you know in your heart that this can't work, and you even said yourself that you could never be Mr. Sheridan Crane, Don't lead her on, Luis. Don't hurt Sheridan.
What is it, Tabitha?
I'm not sure, Timmy. But there's more to that bird than meets the eye. Forgive me for interrupting, but is there anything I can do? I saw how upset Charity got when she held that statue. What could cause something like that, Dr. Russell?
Oh, I don't know, Tabitha. But what I am certain of is that Charity needs to rest.
I'll get her some water.
Yo, Miguel. You think Charity's gonna be okay?
I don't know, man. She just got really upset when some lady came in to sell a bird statue. I gotta get her some water.
Bird statue? Can't be that one from Hove's apartment. No way that didn't get destroyed in the fire.
Why are you checking the lock, Sam? You afraid that somebody's gonna bust in unannounced?
No, of course not. That's just a cop in me, you know. Wow, you look beautiful.
And you look so handsome. I'm glad you changed your mind about leaving. I'm having the most wonderful time.
Well, I just want this trip to be very special for you, Grace. Something you'll remember for the rest of your life. And I do love you so very much.
Sam, I think maybe we should order dinner before it's too late.
Yeah, well, let's see what they have on the menu.
The dinner for two you ordered?
Jasmine. Perfect.
They were hard to get.
Oh, well, just like a certain man I know.
Excuse me?
Never mind. Just make certain that this is for the couple next door. Compliments of the lodge. They mustn't know that it's from me or even that I'm here. Do you understand? Make just one mistake, and that tip will be your severance pay. Oh, mango parfait. Perfect. The gentleman is allergic to mango.
Then why did you order two?
I have my reasons, none of which concern you. So, why don't you go get some more ice for the champagne?
It's got plenty.
Would you like a pink slip instead of that nice big tip?
I'll go get more ice.
Yes. Now that I've made sure that Grace is the only one having dessert, I'll make sure I'm the only one having Sam. Yes, I know I'm wicked. But all's fair in love and war. And I won't stop until I've got Sam.
Oh, Pilar! How serendipitous our paths should cross. I was just inside with Sheridan discussing Luis.
What about my son?
Well, just use whatever influence you have on him to urge him to stay away from Sheridan, for his sake as well as hers. You understand?
Yes, I think I do.
You see, Father doesn't want there to be a relationship between Luis and Sheridan, and you and I both know what Alistair is capable of doing to people who don't bend to his will. It's, talk to Luis. Do it soon.
Mama. Hey. Let me buy a cup of coffee, huh?
No, thank you, Luis. I'd rather we went for a walk. It'll give us a chance to talk.
Sure. Something special on your mind?
I'll get it.
Oh, must be the maid with your coat.
There's only one way to find out.
Mr. Bennett?
Oh, Sam. You are so romantic pretending we're going to order room service when you've already planned for this fabulous dinner.
Grace, I didn't order this. I'm sorry, you must have the wrong room.
No, Mr. Bennett. Dinner is compliments of the lodge.
Well. Oh, everything looks so perfect. Champagne, candles, caviar, flowers. Oh, it's jasmine, Sam. I know you don't like the smell of jasmine.
I love the smell of jasmine. Almost as much as I love you.
Sam, you make me so happy. To our love.
Damn, Ivy's responsible for this.
What, Sam?
Oh, the flowers. I love the flowers. I don't want the truth. Who's setting up the spread?
It's part of a special promotion we're running here at the lodge.
Enjoy your dinner with Grace, Sam. Because the rest of the night is ours. I'll be the one you're making love to tonight, not Grace.
This must be yours.
Oh, thanks, hon. No harm done.
Why don't we go in the back where it's quiet? We'll talk and I'll take a look at you.
What's happening to me, Dr. Russell?
I don't know, but we'll find some answers.
You're sure you're okay?
Fine, kid. Just clumsy. It's hell getting old. Now, you want the bird statue or not?
Actually, we're gonna pass on it. Sorry.
It's your loss. That someone in this town will want my bird.
Well, it all started with this feeling that somebody I loved was gonna die. And then I sensed that somebody I cared about was in trouble. Like they were trapped in water. But I didn't know who.
Now go on.
Well, after that, I was at tea with Miguel at Tabitha's. And in the tea leaves, I saw Miguel. Dead. And then later, I was looking in the tea leaves and I saw Aunt Grace in trouble. But Kay called her and she was just fine. And then just now, I had the strangest reaction to this bird statue that this lady brought in to sell.
I'm sorry. Did you say bird statue?
It gave me the feeling that it was gonna cause pain. Enough pain to destroy an entire family.
Oh my God. That couldn't be Orville's bird statue. It was destroyed in the fire. It had to have been. But if it wasn't...
Are you okay, Dr. Russell? Is everything all right, Dr. Russell?
I'm just trying to figure out why you might be having these premonitions and feelings. I think you might be suffering from post-traumatic stress.
I've heard of that, but I'm not sure I know what it means.
Well, what it means is that all the pain that you've suffered through recently has finally caught up with you. Losing your mother, your home, almost getting electrocuted at Christmas with Miguel. It's like your poor little subconscious has just gone on the offensive and is trying to brace you for whatever bad thing might happen next.
Well, everything that you're saying makes sense. But what I saw and felt seemed so real.
Your mind just needs more time to work through everything that's happened to you. And with all the people around you to give you love and support, it will.
I know I am so lucky to have such a wonderful family and friends. And Miguel, he's so special. But I can't escape the feeling that there's somebody out there that wants to hurt them.
Oh, this is so much fun, Timmy. Every bone in my body tells me that people all around us are headed for disaster. And I didn't have a thing to do with it. It's all happening on its own. Oh, think of it. A second St. Valentine's Day massacre. And we'll have front row seats.
I'll take Orville's birds somewhere else to sell.
Something about that bird statue, Timmy. I think it could be very useful to us.
You feel better after talking to Dr. Russell?
Yeah, much better. Where's the lady with the statue?
She must have left. Why?
Well, now that she's gone, so are the bad feelings.
Maybe that's just from talking to Dr. Russell.
But what I saw in the tea leaves still seems so vivid. All those broken hearts, all that trouble.
Charity doesn't sound that much better to me. Maybe if you put her in a hospital and had a psychiatrist show her some ink blots or something.
I don't think that's going to be necessary, Kay. I'm convinced that Charity's problems are stress-related and stem from the trauma she suffered. Your cousin doesn't need to be hospitalized. She needs the love and support of the people around her.
Well, that goes without saying. But what if Charity's talk about trouble turns to talk about evil? You know how her mom was obsessed with evil and thought that it was coming to get them at every point.
Kay, try not to worry about it. I'm sure Charity's going to work through these feelings and be just fine.
She is not gonna be just fine. Charity is a nutcase. One way or another, I'm gonna get her out of the picture so I can get Miguel.
What if Julian's right? What if a relationship with Luis is hopeless after all?
There you go.
Thank you, Beth.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, who wouldn't be after a date with Luis?
It wasn't really a date, it was just dinner.
Well, even so, just spending time with Luis is always special.
He's a great guy.
He's the best. So thoughtful and caring. You know, he's always been like that.
That's right. You've known Luis since high school, haven't you?
Oh, we dated for years. It was the happiest time of my life. But it was hard financially for the family after his father disappeared, and Pilar was struggling to make ends meet. So once Luis got out of high school, he felt that supporting his family had to be his main priority.
So he broke things off.
No, he didn't think it was fair to me not to be able to make a total commitment. No one takes relationships more seriously than Luis. He's not one to just casually date.
I see.
Luis doesn't always show it, but he's one of the most sensitive men that I have ever known. He gave his whole heart to me when we were dating. But when it ended, even though it was amicable, it hit him hard. I remember he just shut down his feelings and he did what he had to do to take care of his family. He hasn't dated much since. I just hate to see Luis get hurt like that again. Well, excuse me.
Sure. Maybe Julian has a point. Maybe I shouldn't see Luis anymore.
Luis, have you given any thought to what I said about not seeing Sheridan?
You know, someone else just asked me that. And It's a damn good question. I like Sheridan. She's a good person. You know, she's fun to be around. She's beautiful. But I am starting to wonder where we'd end up if I keep seeing her. How could there be anything serious and lasting between me and a Crane? I don't know. You know, maybe I made a mistake when I asked Sheridan out in the first place. Guess I was just carried away when we danced that tango at the youth center.
Perhaps.
But we had a great dinner. I mean, we really clicked.
She's a wonderful woman, Sheridan. I love her dearly, as I do you. But I don't want to see either of you get hurt, Luis.
Yeah. And there's that lousy family of hers. Not to mention the fact that she's rich and I'm not. I know I could never live Sheridan's lifestyle any more than she could live mine.
But it's not as simple as that, is it?
No. I know logically that it would never work, but there's a part of me that wonders why. If two people want each other, why should anything stand in their way?
I've always told you that love is the only reason you should marry. But when you're dealing with people like the Cranes, maybe love isn't enough. Luis, before you fall in love with Sheridan, I'd rather you pull away before either of you gets hurt.
Yeah. She's been hurt by love so much already.
Yeah, she has, and I don't want you to add to her pain. Or to yours.
Yeah, well, guess I got a lot of serious thinking to do, don't I?
Yes, you do. But I know that whatever you decide will be the right thing. For you and for Sheridan.
Dinner was wonderful. The dessert was heaven. It's too bad you're allergic to mangoes because my parfait was so good.
You liked it so much. Here, have mine.
No, I couldn't
Go on.
possibly.
Indulge
Well.
yourself.
I guess I'll burn off the calories tomorrow skiing, huh?
If not later tonight.
You know, it was so great at the hotel to send up this fabulous dinner. Everything was perfect. Well, except for the jasmine. I can feel Sam thinking about me. Remembering all of the romantic dinners we used to have. And what we used to do afterwards. He'll never be able to make love to Grace after tonight. Not when the only woman on his mind will be me.
Excuse me. I'm most interested in buying your bird statue.
Yeah? How much you willing to pay for it?
Well, how much are you asking?
How about an even trade? My bird for your doll.
Huh. Well, call me a sentimental old fool, but I can't part with him. Would you accept, this?
Sure.
Thank you.
From now on, whenever I have any of these feelings, I'm just gonna think of something else, something good.
Well, you can think about me.
Well, that's gonna be easy, because I'm always thinking about you.
Oh, with that kind of attitude, you're gonna be just fine.
How can people be so naive? Charity's not having premonitions from stress. She's flakier than a box of cereal. I just don't know how I prove it. I know. Miguel. I think we should try to keep Charity busy, to keep her mind off these things.
That's a great idea. What should we do?
Let's go see a movie.
Yeah, I think Charity would really like that. I mean, okay, thanks for always helping me think of ways to help Charity. You're a great friend.
Spill it, Kay. What devious thing are you up to now?
Charity is so close to the edge that all she needs is a little bitty push. And I'm gonna be the one to give it to her. Just you watch.
Sheridan. How you doing?
Good. Thanks. You?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Beth, if you still want Luis, make your move now, tonight. Don't let him slip away. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm looking forward to our date.
Well, I know we're gonna have a great time tonight.
I know my kisses got to Sam. I know they did. He'll never be able to make love to Grace tonight. Not when he's thinking of me. I'm sure Sam's noticed my perfume on his pillow by now. He's in there, thinking of me. Wishing I were with him instead of Grace.
I smell it too.
It's the jasmine from that flower arrangement.
Honey, are you all right?